D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can read them and, come up with your own mind, or you can just listen to this video, and I break them all down for you, and we just move on and everything. Before I get started, though, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we go ahead and get started on these 3 stories. And so for my first story of this week, Wes Anderson is casting for his next movie, and man, has he got some good names on this list. And I want to focus on 2 of them, but let me just give you some of them. He's got Bryan Cranston, Hope Davis, Jeffrey Wright, Liev Schreiber, that's how you say it. And then he's got his regulars of Adrian Brody, Bill Murray, Tilda Swinton, and Jason Schwartzman. There we go. That's what it is. But the 2 I want to just focus on real quick is he's casting Margot Robbie and Scarlett Johansson. Oh, and the reason I want to focus on these 2, Scarlett Johansson, you may have remember her. She was from Marriage Story. Very good. Go watch it. And then most recently, Black Widow. And the Black Widow is the thing I want to talk about just for a second. Now, he has cast her, and she has got some problems going on. She is suing Disney over Black Widow and that whole thing. If you don't know about it, go research it. I'm not going to get into it right now, but, and I mean, I think that she needs this. She needs like a movie to jump onto, not necessarily a blockbuster. This is not going to be a blockbuster if you want to watch any of Wes Anderson's movies, but she definitely needed to jump onto something. Now, she has worked with Wes Anderson before, but only in that Isle of Dogs, and she only did voiceover work. So she was going to do Tower of Terror with Disney, and then they dropped it because, she's suing them. I'd drop it too. I'd be like, you want to sue me. Oh, I forgot to mention also Tom Hanks is in this movie. Yay, Tom Hanks. Sorry, I had it written down. I don't know why I didn't mention it. Crazy. Anyways. So she kind of needs it and everything just so she can get a movie under her belt. So because everybody's all like, oh, she's finished in Hollywood. Nobody's going to work with her ever again. No, touche, Scarlett Johansson. You grabbed on a movie. And the next one I want to focus on is Margot Robbie. And she's coming right off of the Suicide Squad. Now, she did say that she's going to take a break from Harley Quinn, so it makes sense that she's just going to do some movies or whatnot. Plus, we don't know if Harley Quinn's going to return to the DCEU. I mean, we have to be honest. Sure, this first Suicide Squad did well commercially as far as box office wise, but I mean, people didn't like that movie. And I mean, let's be honest, it's not the best movie in the world. There are things that I do like about it. Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, I do like her Harley Quinn, even though that's not my favorite version of it. She did a good job. But then you also have to look at Birds of Prey and at the Suicide Squad. Neither of them did good box office wise. And so you have to ask yourself, are people going to come to see this movie because Margot Robbie's in it? Now, granted, there's all these other great actors and actresses in it, and this is an ensemble cast, so they might go to see this movie because of that. But I just think that maybe I think this is a good choice for both Scarlett Johansson and Margot Robbie, because Wes Anderson movies, I usually like his movies. Some of them are a little weird, but whatever. But I usually like them. I'm just curious to see how this pans out. Now, this has started shooting, and this, which Anderson wrote and directed this movie. It started shooting in Spain and everything, and the plot details are kept a little close to the vest. They haven't said anything about what the plot is. And he has indicated that the cast is one of the largest and the most than most of his other movies. And his casts for his other movies usually are pretty big, but they're like usually little lower tiered actors. I don't want to be disrespectful, but like it's usually Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, and John Schwartzman. And those actors are good, but they're not like A-listers. Let's be honest. They're not A-listers and everything. And he is expected to wrap up shooting in late September of this year. And like I said, they're shooting in Spain. And this is just in time to open of his latest movie, The French Dispatch, which is in October, and that's being put out by Searchlight. So good for them and everything, and I hope this movie turns out. I can't wait to hear what it's about. So that is my first story of the week. So for my second story of the week, Dominique Thorne has been added to the cast of Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Now she is playing Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. Now, this character is from the comic books and everything, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But she'll also star in a series for Disney Plus called Ironheart, and she will be debuting in Black Panther 2, aka Wakanda Forever. Now, Feige did say, he said in an interview, we're shooting Black Panther Wakanda Forever right now, and the character of Riri Williams will meet in Black Panther 2 first. We will meet her in Black Panther 2 first. Sorry. And he said this in an interview surrounding the release of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And he said she started shooting, and I think this week, before her Ironheart series. Now, who is Riri Williams? In the Marvel comic books universe, Riri Williams is a teenage engineering genius who designs her own version of an Iron Man suit following her father's death. She lives with her mother and her aunt in Chicago. At 15 years old, she gets herself accepted into MIT. It is there that she builds her own version of the Iron Man style armor after using the armor to stop 2 escaped prison inmates. Tony Stark reaches out to her and gives her his blessing to become a new armored hero. Yet, there is no indication that Robert Downey Jr. or Tony Stark will be a part of the character's story in the MCU right now, which he should be. I'll be honest with you, I read this comic book. It sucks. Riri Williams is a shitty character. Oh my God, this character sucks balls. I cannot stand this character. Such a Mary Sue. If you read these comic books, they didn't sell well. That's the thing about Marvel right now. They're doing all these comic book series. They're doing these series on Disney Plus of comic book characters that did not sell well. And I'm all like, why? The comic books didn't sell. People are not interested in this. I'm not interested. I'm not going to watch this show. After What If, I think I'm done with all the Marvel shows because they suck. They all suck. I won't watch this. I'm not going to watch it. I don't care about this character. The character sucks. The comic book sucks. I don't know this Dominique Thorne, but I'm not into it. So I'm not going to watch this show at all. And everything I know, get mad at me. I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. It's just seriously, it's not good. It's not good. It's not gonna be good. And if Robert Downey Jr. is not involved, then fine, good for him. I don't care. I literally do not care about this show. I just think it's interesting that they're putting Riri Williams, they're introducing her into the Black Panther movie, which I am interested in. We'll see how that turns out. But yeah, this character sucks. It's not going to be good. The series, I'm pretty sure she'll be introduced in the movie, but it'll be a small role. It'll be like a cameo appearance, like one scene, like a "Hey, I'm Riri Williams, check me out" kind of thing, and then that's it. So that is my second story of this week. So for my third and final story of the week, this one's a little bit of a small story. But I made a video. I'm making this part because I really, I got kind of excited about it. So following news earlier this year that Toys R Us, the brand, was under new ownership, the fan favorite toy retailer is back selling toys again online with plans to be open in brick and mortar stores next year with a catch. Macy's Inc. announced this week that they're partnered with WHP Global, bringing the Toys R Us brand alive on their website and opening up sections in over 400 Macy's stores nationwide in 2002. Now, according to a press release, when these shop-in-shops open, customers will be welcomed by Jeffrey the Giraffe before discovering and playing across dedicated sections by age, interest, and category with interactive experiences, activation centers, and iconic elements throughout. And so Nada Derive, Macy's chief merchandising officer, said in a statement, as a Toys R Us kid, I could not be more excited to bring this beloved brand that so many of our customers know and love into Macy's online and to our stores across America. Our toy business grew exponentially in the past year, with many families looking to inspire their children's imagination and create meaningful moments together. Toys R Us is a globally recognized leader in children's toys, and our partnership allows Macy's to significantly expand our footprint in the category while creating more occasions for customers to shop with us across their lifestyles. And that sounds exciting. I just want to read one more statement, and this is from Yahanda Shamadman, chairman and CEO of WHP Global and Toys R Us. And he said, our partnership with Macy's marks the greatly anticipated return of Toys R Us in the USA and changes the retail landscape by combining two beloved retail brands together for customers across the nation in a completely innovative way. We're thrilled to be launching this new partnership together with Macy's. Now, I just want to say right now, as far as Macy's goes, I don't really shop there. But if you're telling me Toys R Us section is in Macy's, maybe I'm going to start visiting Macy's more often. Now, I'm a collector. I only collect two things: Harry Potter stuff, as you can see, and DC stuff. And that goes for only the movie stuff, maybe the TV show stuff too, like the CW shows, but they don't really make those anymore. So I'll be only collecting anything that, like, you know, like McFarlane Toys has just put out the Suicide Squad action figures, like those kind of things. So I will be visiting the Toys R Us section online at Macy's and at the store, just so I can get their stuff. Now, if you remember correctly, Toys R Us went bankrupt during before the pandemic. I believe it was before the pandemic and everything. And it was sad because it was such an iconic place. I love Toys R Us, but Toys R Us had some problems. You know, they didn't lower prices. Like, what happens is the seller, the manufacturer, would send them toys, like, let's say action figures, and they would recommend prices for you to sell them at. For instance, let's say they sent you, I don't have an action figure on hand here. Let's just say this Funko Pop. Okay. So I have this Harry Potter Funko Pop. Let's say they sent them this and they said, hey, you know, you should sell, you know, you could sell this at $25.99. Toys R Us would automatically sell this at $29.99. Now, they've already paid for the action figure to the manufacturer. They have to pay for that right off the bat. And they send them a box, and let's say there's only two of these in the box. So then they'd sell this at $25.99 instead of lowering the price. And that's the thing. You have a competitor that's selling this for, you know, $20.99 or $20, $19.99, and you're selling it for $5-6 more. Why would I buy it from you? And they're like, well, that's what they said to sell it at. Well, so you've already bought it. If you bought it at a certain price and you're selling it at this price, and you're only going to make, and let's say you're going to make a profit of $6, and the other store who's selling it at $20, they're only going to make $3 profit, but they're still making a profit. You should try to lower your prices. And that's, I think, the problem with Toys R Us. They never tried to lower their prices unless it went on clearance. But then by then you're all like, why would I want this? And it also makes me wonder, will they bring back Toys R Us exclusives? You know, a lot of stores, you know, with toy manufacturers, they get exclusives. For instance, the latest Suicide Squad movie from DC. I only talk about this because I know, because I wanted these. With the Suicide Squad, Walmart has an exclusive Bloodsport action figure where it's a helmetless Bloodsport. And then you know, and then Target, I believe it's Target, may not be Target. They have a helmetless Peacemaker action figure. So, and you can only get those at those two places. So it'll be interesting to see what, if they do have exclusives like they used to have in the past, or if they just keep going with just, you know, they just get the toys from wherever. So that is my third and final story of this week. Sorry, that one went on a little bit longer, even though it was a smaller story. So tell me, what do you guys think about this? How do you feel about Wes Anderson's new movie? We don't know what it's about, but him casting all of these great people in it, including Scarlett Johansson and Margot Robbie. Do you think it'll be good? All that. Do you like Wes Anderson? Do you not like Wes Anderson? Do you like Scarlett Johansson and Margot Robbie and all these other great actors on here? Or are you just going to pass on this because Wes Anderson movies are just kind of like, whatever. I mean, I like his movies, but you may not. How do you feel about Dominique Thorne Riri Williams making her first appearance in Black Panther Wakanda Forever? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think this is, a bad idea? Do you like Riri Williams? If you do, I don't understand you at all. But and then are you going to watch that Ironheart show? It's going to be stupid. But are you going to watch it? And if so, why? But more importantly, why? I don't understand that at all. And then how do you feel about Toys R Us coming back small, but coming back as it is in Macy's? Do you like this idea, or do you think it's just straight up stupid? Are you done with Toys R Us? Do you collect anything? If you do collect stuff, what do you collect? I love hearing about other people's collections. It makes me so happy. So go ahead and tell me what you think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my Week in Review.